I mean, smell my glass. Do you smell?
Yeah.
You smell it still?
Would you like to smell mine?
Let's keep this a family show, okay? Welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Bill.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Megan.
Fiance extraordinaire.
Yes, Vanna White. You know me.
She's appeared in some videos and now making a full appearance. And today we're doing Woodford Double Oaked.
Yes.
Now, we went to Woodford. All three of us did the tasting at Woodford.
Yes.
And
As did Mom.
Yeah. No, Mom did not taste at Woodford.
Oh, that's right, she did not.
Don't worry, Dad. We're here to be your memory cells. So, I think it was clear to say off the tasting that we did at Woodford that the Double Oaked was our favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly,
I don't remember.
I think the only other one that really stood a chance was the Wheated. That one was pretty good, but the Double Oaked really, I think it's Woodford's calling card, and they should do some more stuff with their Double Oaked.
And release some barrel strength.
I think it's it's like the second or third best-selling I think it's over $20 bottle. It's the second best-selling around the entire world.
Hmm.
That's Scotch, that's Irish, that's whiskey, that's bourbon.
We can pull it up and check at least one state's numbers.
Yeah.
So,
and I would assume it's probably pretty high. So Double Oaked just means it's finished in a second barrel.
I mean, I can smell it already, and it smells pretty.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
I mean, it looks pretty good in that bottle too.
It is quite dark and does have a brown labeling on it.
So
that helps.
The note that I get off of this predominantly, and I can smell it while I'm just twirling the glass here, is vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
For me, this is a vanilla oak just explosion.
There's butterscotch too.
I'm getting a little chocolate today. What about you, Megan?
We didn't leave anything else to say.
I mean, smell my glass. Do you smell?
Yeah.
You smell it still?
Would you like to smell mine?
Let's keep this a family show, okay?
I'll smell mine if you smell.
No.
I said that backwards.
I think we cut that.
We'll move on.
We ain't cutting shit.
No, I mean, you guys have pretty much nailed it. I don't have any.
You don't have to add anything.
No.
No, I don't.
Are you getting chocolate? Are you getting butterscotch? Are you getting brown sugar?
I think more brown sugary on my end.
You getting vanilla at all?
I could see the brown sugar.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit vanilla-y, but not like some of the other ones I've had before.
I think the prevailing thing to say is it's a heavy tone.
Mm-hmm.
That the aromas that you pick up, it's not like, oh, yeah, I get a little bit of that. It's, that is what that is.
That's there.
Yeah. So
before we get into it, now's a good time for everyone to take a moment and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hopefully by now you know if you like us or not. Give us that thumbs up like.
Preach, brother. One more time for the people in the back. Man.
Definitely oaky. That barrel. At least on my end.
Definitely. A little thinner than it felt in the glass.
Yeah, that just went right down.
Exceptionally thin, actually.
One thing I'm getting from a flavor standpoint is vanilla.
Vanilla oak.
And it's a bitter oak, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times this can come off sweet. Do you want to drop?
Sure.
A lot of times oak can come off sweet. Matter of fact, I think the majority of the time, if you really focus on that oakiness, it's more of a sweet oak than the bitter. The bitterness kind of lives on your finish. And if it's a good bourbon, you don't get a bitter finish.
Right.
So
most wild turkeys, until you get up in age, up in proof, they're going to have a sweet oak to them.
Yeah. Tell you what, that Kentucky Spirit Old versus New we did, neither of those really tickled our fancy.
Look for that one in our videos.
The vanilla really stands up in the water.
Tones the oak down just a touch.
Yeah, very faint difference. Not too big of a change with the water. But yeah, a little bit more of that sweetness comes through versus the...
Bitterness kind of tails off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Add another drop to yours, Megan. See how that does.
Be our guinea pig. I would keep a bottle of this on my bar because I think a lot of people would enjoy it. For me, it's not something that I go towards, but I also I do enjoy sweetness, but as we've been doing the channel these last 5-ish months, I've really been enjoying spice.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't get any spice, I'm a little disappointed. I mean, even if it's just cinnamon, I'm happy.
Well, and from your standpoint on the spice, you're talking about the ryes and mainly.
Yeah.
And ryes have got a very fruit note to them. They got a great fruit nose to it.
Love fruit.
I think that's a lot of what people miss when they just discount ryes and go, no, I don't want those.
Yeah.
I don't want to try
because they're
that.
drinking 95.5s at 2 years old, and those are not good.
No,
they're not
need
good.
something with a little more age on it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Megan, what'd you get on your second?
Definitely brought a little bit more of that alcohol out in it. But what you guys were talking about the rye, and I just did that sniffing thing, and it differently, I thought rye was just like a spice, like a heavy spice, but yeah, like you were saying, it has that fruity kind of tint to it, and I never really noticed that before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot more complex than I anticipated.
Certain grains, as they age in oak, can bring different flavor profiles. And a good master distiller knows what those flavor profiles are. And they target a higher percentage of those grains in their mash bills to bring out those flavors. So that's why you, predominantly, if you like a brand, you want to know who the master distiller is.
yes,
Because if they ever leave, you want to try what they do next.
that's exactly right. And
Like
it's
you
paid
did.
off.
Yes. Like you did with Jim Rutledge, like you did with,
Greg Metz.
who went to Old Elk. There's one other one, big one that moved that you really enjoyed.
I can't think right now. There's one that comes to mind. She started with Castle and Key, Mary Jo Barnes.
Yes. Yeah.
Or Mary Ann Barnes. And I'm not sure where she is now. She's with someone, and I think she's in Texas, but I don't know for sure who that is.
But honestly, a good practice to follow, especially if you find something you enjoy and you want more of it.
And speaking of following, if you find that your palate matches with ours, any of ours, then that would make us a good channel to follow.
So for the second time in this video, subscribe!
There you go.
We'd appreciate it.
And thanks for sticking with us here to almost the end.
Yeah.
So who's going to give the rating on this one?
I'll rate first.
Okay.
I'm going to give this a C+.
I am a C-.
I'm a C.
Okay.
It's-
So we got the scale.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say is this is their normal liquor store release. This is just what sits on the shelf, and that goes to every store.
Yes.
They do a barrel program.
They do barrel picks of this.
They do it like crazy. Now what they do,
And-
they have 3 specific profiles, and they send each of those 3 in every barrel pick that they do. They have A, B, and C, and they will be the same or very, very close to the same every time. One has a floral note to it. I would say this actually, as I'm talking, this has a bit of a floral note to it.
Well, this is their base.
Right, but again,
So this will be a blend of those 3.
again, those picks, you have a floral, you have a spice, and
Yeah.
you have a sweetness. So, and that's what everybody picks from, is those 3 profiles. So we've got one from Peavine Wine and Spirits over in Tennessee
That was a little spicy.
that had a bit more spice to it.
Yeah.
So I tend to, if I'm going to go into this one, I'm probably going to go store pick.
Yeah.
As I do it.
That would be
But I did this one
Good practice
because
to
it
follow.
was from Wisconsin, and it was, I don't know, $42, $43.
That's crazy. It's $65.
Which is $65.
It is
bottle anywhere else.
$64.95
think
here in
the
North Carolina.
The least expensive I saw it in Kentucky and Tennessee was $48 or something like that, on sale at Kroger.
Yeah.
Or no, it was on sale at Myers.
I guess that's what they do with their best sellers. They just creep that price up and then figure out what people are actually going to pay for it.
Supply and demand. It's as old as manufacturing and retail and business is,
Old as time itself,
always been
frankly.
around. So
guys, thank you for being here with us.
And as always...
No.
I don't know.
Like great bourbon, our videos get better
Yes.
with time.
Take care of yourselves.
Take care of yourselves.
Because they probably didn't hear you whisper.
Yeah,
I
they
know.
did not. All right, guys. Adios.